Hey, Max Sting, welcome. What today, you ask? Well, to start off, let me know if this music is too loud. We're doing Cosmic Wheel Sisterhood, which is centered around this one particular witch, her specialty being reading tarot cards trapped in space under house arrest. It's a game I played before. I played it almost an exact year ago. And it is a very fun one, but I did, the actual choices I would make, both outside this Luci persona on stream, but also Luci themselves. Today, and for the next few Saturdays, I'm going to be doing the darkest timeline. The Luci that all the church propaganda talks about, just how evil or dark they are. But I'm going to leave it on the content warning thing for a couple more minutes while people might trickle in. Because it is a serious game. There are some heavy themes to it, especially politically based themes that we're having to deal with as of late, because it is unfortunately an election year in the US and a few other countries as well. There are themes regarding self harm, suicide, discrimination is probably not as big as some of these other ones, but gender dysphoria has a big moment, I think, in chapter 3? Yeah, I think it was in chapter 3 with a new witch joining, which is a very minor spoiler considering it's been out for a year, but also to see through the eyes of any witch in a coven, one of the easiest ways for a story to explore that is with the introduction of someone new to the coven and how their fresh eyes might see it. There's actually not much in the way of nudity, though I have that tagged just in case, because Twitch can be kind of temperamental about who they're going to hit with that particular flag. But it's more just like scantily clad or suggestive poses. It's not too big. Sexual themes, much the same, largely due to the cards you make yourself. Because you are a tarot witch, but part of the house arrest is you've lost the privilege of using a basic tarot deck. And in your pursuit of getting away from that limitation, you summon yourself, and very minor spoiler because this happens immediately after I start the game, you summon a thing, something kind of like between a demon and a genie to help you out. And one of their solutions is, well, your special gift is with tarot, right? Let's make you a new deck. And yeah, you get to just pick your own symbols, and... shit, I'm blanking on what the term is. It's been a while. I'll go ahead and show off some of the cards I've made in previous runs. You get to choose the background, which is actually a huge landscape, and you get to just move around this rectangle viewpoint to where you want it. Because I know on this one there's another smaller windmill off to the side here. There are like 3 suns, whether half set, full in the air, kind of halfway. It's like you get some choices for how to frame your card. The second would be the figures. There's a usually humanoid with a couple of little accessories to go with their theme. And then a third one, which is just items. Like this particular one, it's been a while for me blanking on all these terms, but the one with the humanoid figure has this person and the chair, as well as plants. I think they're called the gardener. And then I've also got this kind of monk-esque statue. Monkey is something different entirely. Monk-esque statue, and I put them in the chair to make it look more like a padded podium. But yeah, it's really fun figuring out what to make of them, because you do have a limited resource pool to let you kind of buy them, and as soon as it's used on one card, that's it. You can't use them on another. But yeah, it's a very fun game, but I think with that, we're couple minutes in. Anyone who is trickling in won't be missing too much. New game. Go with the 3rd slot. Like I said, we're going to do a dark run this time. Oh, and I'm going to do a big sip before I do the reading here. Eternal void. Heed the words of a prisoner. I beg of you, Send me a curse to break this immortal isolation. Hear the chant my mentor once forbid me to recite. Stranger to my soul, invade my body. Stranger to my soul, invade my mind. Grant me an eye to see beyond my torment. Take my pride, my sorrow, my chains. Turn them into power, wisdom, revenge. Stranger to my soul, invade my magic. Stranger to my soul, become my faith. That's a beautiful song. Feels great to be awakened again. Who are you? My name is Fortuna. I am a witch. Why did you summon me? Just one sec, because I'm going to go ahead and just screenshot this whole scene for fun thumbnail making purposes after the stream. Yeah, as we see here, we have this giant, kind of like sea form. It's like, it kind of looks like the backside of a shrimp before you peel him, especially with that. But he's got 3 pairs of arms. He's got 3 eyes with eyebrows, kind of like trickling up flames, and this kind of like vein-like tattoos of gold going across their body. Like I said, somewhere between a genie and a demon. It's very impressive. And we don't get too many moments in the game where we get to see this whole form. But again, why did you summon me? Because I would rather lose my pride than my sanity. Sounds fun. Tell me more. I was condemned to exile by the leader of my coven. Today marks the 200th year of my millennium-long sentence. And I can't take it anymore. I need your help. What do you use as a clock? Humanity's cradle. Planet Earth. Oh, 200 human years. That's quite some time. I feel you. I had been in prison for 5,402 years until you summoned me. Isolation can really do a number on you. I will help you. I shall become your familiar. Thank you, Abramar. Now, get comfortable. We are going to seal a contract. Yeah, it is nice that he does appreciate. It's like, yeah, 200 years is a while. Though I have certainly gone through far more with over 5,000. Hey, Brazen, welcome. I'm doing my best, serving a nice spread. Yeah, the new darkest timeline. We're going to make all the most evil choices in this run of Cosmic Wheel Sisterhood. And I like how they incorporate a lot of lore and information, but not enough to overwhelm, in this early kind of tutorial-like segment. Actually, quite fitting for this. If anyone wants to hit the exclamation point, what is it, Bookclub? Redeem? Because I updated the... Oh, wait, shit, I forgot to turn it back on. One sec, I will do that. The book is very, very fitting for this game in particular. I didn't even consider that. Yeah, give me the... Activate it. Good. Okay, now if anyone wants to hit it, it should actually do the throw. Whoop. There we go. I slowed a bit down for this one. The Stories from Beyond, that kind of demonic sheep-looking throwable I did in the art stream last week. It's an anthology of dream-inspired short fictions. It's claimed by each of the authors involved that they were inspired to send these stories in by a dream messenger, bearing spiraling eyes and fur softer than down, who simply gave them the publisher's home address and a character to write. How imaginative those kooky writers can be. Yeah, just a bit of Lovecraftian. I made it inspired by AriAries because they had won the right to just a free book throwable on the last charity thing I did. It took me a while, but I got it done. And I wanted to keep that kind of Lovecraftian theme with the description. But yeah, like I said, I didn't plan for it to be ready for this stream in particular, but I'm glad it was. Okay, let's big sip before we continue tutorial. Oh yeah, that's good. First of all, allow me to express my gratitude. I'm really thankful you freed me from my cosmic prison. Oh, just saw alert from Maxing? That is an appropriate gift there. Watches new book game 12-year-olds hate someone square in the face. Sadly, no 9 to 12-year-olds are harmed in this stream. Just me. I am... Sorry, I still got some giggle in me. Okay, I'm good. I'm really thankful you freed me from my cosmic prison. Of course, you are welcome. Is something the matter? Not really. It's just that after all that reading I did about behemoths, I didn't expect your behavior to be so mundane. Whoa, mundane? That hurt. I mean, you're still intimidating, but I always pictured you speaking in archaic poetry or something like that. I like you. I like you so much. I can let you pick the terms of our contract. You will still have to pay a high price for my magic, though. I'm well aware of that. But I won't back off. Alright, then let's begin your training. The ceremony is 5 days long. Let me know when you're ready to begin. Right now. You are already my favorite master. The first day is the easiest one. An interview, so we can get to know each other. Lesson 1. Admittance. Tell me about yourself. What is your speciality? I am a fortune teller. Oh, one of my favorites. Would you mind doing a reading for me? I can't. As a part of my sentence, Dahlia banished my tarot deck. Dahlia is the leader of my coven. Wow, you must have done something really grave to get exiled and deprived of your magic. I foretold the falling of my own coven. Bleak. But how are your visions your fault? After my premonition, the coven was consumed by despair. Many witches came to me for counsel to prepare before the end times. Dahlia didn't like that. She holds supreme authority in our coven, so she decided to exile me to this wandering asteroid. So I gotta move this range a bit. There you go, I can see chatties right there. Our leader determined that even if all covens must fall eventually, advertising their demise only pushes the catastrophe forward. Adana decided my power posed a great danger to the peace inside our coven. She concluded that I had to learn to reason instead of relying exclusively on my gift. So I was sentenced to meditate for a millennium, deprived of my deck. Since I'm here, I deduce that you don't agree with your leader's judgment. She was afraid of my influence. Many of our sisters put their trust in my advice. Yeah, exactly, Maxting. I'm sure that hag thought I was undermining her supremacy and decided to cast me out. You sure sound sour about it. Would you kill her, should you have the chance? Hell yes. Okay, that's a good joke for a reason. For those who can't read the chat so easily, trying to make a joke about that using relativistic travel sounds like it'd take a lot of setup. To which Brayson replied, a lot of setup, but once you got started, it goes pretty quickly. So you are a potential killer. I'm glad we have established that. Okay, I will help you recover your powers. Will you get me a new tarot deck? Tarot? No. I mean, tarot's cute, but it is too human-centric to grasp the hidden truths of the cosmos. You'll create your own deck. My own deck? I don't even know where to begin. Shh. Leave the details to me. That's what these 5 days of training are for. You're going back to which school, Fortuna? For this training, we will review the 4 basic elements of magic. Air, water, earth, and fire. Oh no. Don't worry. It will be fun. Plus, you'll get to seal a contract with me for each of those energies. Now, get some rest. Tomorrow we will start with the invisible energy, air. Lesson 2, the context. This lovely smooth animation, love it. First day of school. Are you nervous? To be honest, I'm just happy to be able to hear something other than my own voice. That's cool. Today we're going to talk about air. I'm going to focus on what will be useful for creating your own divination deck. Understood? Air represents the invisible, the negative space, that which imbues everything. Air is the collective subconscious, energy within the community, the ecosystem. Air is everything that surrounds us. Air is context. Exactly. Master your air and you will acquire unparalleled awareness. There is power in knowing one's place. Even when isolated, you are one with the cosmos. Now, for the first part of our contract, we will seal our air energies together. Yes, please. As I promised, I will let you decide the nature of every seal. You just need to answer a question. But careful. Your answers will affect your fate dramatically. I'm ready. For the air seal, how do you want to be perceived? And I know you guys make some jokes in the chat, just make sure I'm not missing anything. Yeah, no. Yeah, air is the emptiness that makes the bowl useful. Without that air, that's just a solid hunk of wood. Cannot hold anything. Yes. How do we want to be perceived? Well, we're going darkest timeline. But yeah, we are obviously going to be... I want to be feared. Feared by all. Oh, you don't hold back. I like it. Intimidation will serve your ambition well. You will be respected, but it won't be easy to earn other people's trust. I understand. Allow me to seal our air energies together, then. That hurt. That felt good. Can't you feel the power? Yes, I feel it. I also felt like I was tearing apart. Well, girl, I'm a behemoth after all. What did you expect? Octahedron is a... Yes, octahedron. Actually, reminds me. I should turn up sound effects, because that was kind of quiet from my perspective. So no, it's a very nice clink. Sadly, I think they're all octahedrons, at least for this air sealing portion of the contract. But they do have some fun with geometric shapes, for sure. Can't remember if I read this already, so I'll just do it. Well, girl, I am a behemoth after all. What did you expect? I know. I can take it. Good. Now focus on that bit of air energy we unlocked. We're going to use it to create our first card. I notice you have a ceremonial tokenoma for witchcraft in the basement. Head over there and I will teach you to create cards. That's this little altar looking area here. Air should be octahedral, earth is cubes because it stacks well, water icosahedra because they fall off each other and spread out, and fire tetrahedra. Those do seem like reasonable explanations for them, sure. But some of the magic described here is different from at least what I know for magic. But for the actual card making tutorial, this is the Arcane Grimoire. Here you'll acquire magic images that can be used to craft your cards. There are 3 types. Spheres for the backgrounds. Arcana for the main figure on the card. And symbols to add some magic pizzazz to your compositions. They all cost magic energy to summon. Right now you can only acquire air-type elements, because we've only unlocked the air seal. But you can go ahead and browse the grimoire and savor your future creations. I'll probably do the Opera House, but just showing off some of them. Here's the Pleasant Prairie, which is what that first card I showed off, and the grimoire was. Stone Temple is a fun one. I like doing stuff with that. Yeah, there's also the road, which is all air. We've got demonic desert lands to look forward to, and we've got fire and earth, shipwreck library. In fact, this is one we are definitely using ASAP, because Luci's all about the library energy. Sure, battlefields. We've got I think it's a Hypergiant is a dying star, like when it starts declining. Doxed Sunset, the Jade Monks, Gem Skulls. It's a lot of fun designs, but we sadly cannot use most of them. Actually, I've never started with Magic Post Office. Let's start with that. When you guys are having a nice little chat. Let's see. Talk shapes, go back further, but Aristotle is, as far as you know, where we get the idea that fire is the hot and dry, air the hot and wet, water the cold and wet, earth is cold and dry. Yeah, that's fair. That's a good, interesting game. Turkish styling where it could be in. Oh yeah, no problem, Brazen. You have fun. I'll see you around. But yeah, actually, skip. I hope Harvey Herald is not the only here. Okay, no, we've also got the Shaman. That only gives us a budget of 2 for the final thing. Is there any other air element? Pure. I don't think there is. No. Okay, so we'll start with the Shaman, just because the Harpy seems too easy for the post office birdhouse thing. Now, is there anything pure air? Onyx Trumpet. Possibly. Wing. No, that's another just easy one for post office, so we're not going to do that. Arbiter Book could be interesting. Actually, wait, I forgot to read off the things here, so let's... Oh. Yeah, make the effort to explain to you how card creation works. Don't be rude and soldier on. Oh, I guess the first time it won't let me go back to reread stuff. Shame. Where is... Okay, so the Arbiter book, and this has a decent amount of lore for some upcoming segments. An Arbiter's most essential tool. Whatever they write in these books is updated immediately in the Master Grimoire, and once the information is classified by a superior officer, replicated throughout every book of every Arbiter, which is nice. Now, build your first card. Well, let's start with... you can move the background and drag, rotate, or scale the images around. Add as many images as you want from the stock at the sides of the card. Don't worry, it won't cost you extra energy. Put your soul into it. First, we are going to... Let's see, how do I shrink again? There it is. We're going to make them small just so we can really appreciate the background to start. But the way that each choice of element works is there are 2 images that match each one, like the Shaman has both the staff and the person, the Arbiter book has the book and the quill. Those are elements we do have to use, no matter what. But yeah, we see this tall birdhouse just stacked upon level on top of each other, and itself upon a giant tree. And over here there's another smaller one, so we can actually cut out that structure if we wanted to. Not quite as much for these little side portals. We'd have to include some. Let's see. Okay, I think what I'm going to do... Okay, we have 1 staff here. We are gonna duplicate this guy, which I believe is this one? Yeah. Nope, not together. Just, sure, doesn't matter which one. We're gonna flip it, make them slightly bigger, like they're just chilling on this tree portion here. So let's readjust it so there we are. We see the start of a house right here. I think we need to move this one up to the top. There we go. So he overlaps this one. Ooh, actually, there's another quill. I think... Can I... Damn. I'm gonna shrink it. go. On the page, like he's telling his buddy, it's like, hey, check out what just updated. You won't believe the AO3 fic that just got tossed on here. You should read it, for sure. Let's see, this one will move up as well. The one thing I wish we could do with these, I wish we could skew them, like in some art programs, kind of like deform it a bit. Let's see, to differentiate the two further, let's go ahead and give this one a mask, though. Nice. Go ahead and give him... Yeah, put the quill like that. There it is, duplicate another book. And just like sit on knee. This is the moment where I wish I could skew things, but oh well. Maybe it looks better on this one. And then finally, just up here, like some tarot cards, I'm going to use one element like that. Like it's the Three of Pentacles or something. Let's see, any other elements that'd be fun? Ooh, we might be able to make these look like they're kind of poking out of this basket. That'd be funny. There we go, we'll duplicate 2. Oh. There we go, we got those. Stick. Ooh, let's resize it here where it's a little surrounded by nothing. Come on. Here, I think that's the smallest we'll be able to get it. It's like a laundry basket getting sent up and down. And finally, take this, flip it. This guy in the background is just going to have a slightly different mask. There we go. That is all there is to it. There's a card made, and it's called the Dove Breeder. Interesting. Gonna sip before I do more narration. Ah, nice. The meaning of a card varies depending on which elements you combine. Air elements lean toward relationships, community, and karma. Pay attention to your studies so you can tune your divination style towards the ideas you fancy the most. It can be tricky at the beginning. The only way to master this is through experience. That's it. Wait, no, I should have read that off the card. Oh. Did you like it? Looks promising. Feels way more complex than tarot, but I can sense its potential. Good. We're only just getting started. It will all make more sense when you try your hand at reading them. We'll wait until you've made at least 2 cards, though. There's not a lot of predestination in shuffling a single card. I'm sorry. You must be tired. Go to bed and review the fundamentals of air. Tomorrow we will unlock your water. Thank you, Abramar. Thanks to you, Fortuna. I will make you happy. I promise. Good night. And we fade out. Okay, okay, there it is. Usually there's some kind of fact tidbit. Do not be afraid of him. Become his master. Thanks for the advice, shaman. I think... Oh, I thought I'd have an option to go check that out now. I guess I'll have to wait until I make the next card. Abramar, ho! O Fortuna, each day we cometh to teacheth thee. For briefeth is the cosmos, and eternal thy grief. What are you doing? I thought I could get more in character to satisfy your expectations. I'd rather focus on our studies. Oh, come on. You're not the only one excited about being able to talk to somebody after eternal imprisonment. Can't think of any contexts in which masters should not seriously consider being afraid of who they're master of. Well, maybe, yeah, BDSM is one. Definitely, masters should consider their apprentices in terms of freaking the Sith, their whole rule of two or whatever it's called, where the apprentice always seems to kill the master. Just a very lame rule that is just dooming the dark side to failure again and again. But I digress. Loosen up a bit. Well, we're going darkest timeline, so I'm going to go ahead and just enough. I command you to focus. And then I'll sip, because Streamlabs is my master, and I sip when they say. Wow. You like to play tough, huh? Duly noted. Bringo, welcome, welcome. Where indeed. Could be more of an observation. That's true. Less of man than of nature. If you try to make three, someone gets killed, kind of thing. Yeah. But again, still carries on the fact that the Sith are just kind of doomed to failure. Allow me to begin the lesson now, Master. The second element we will unlock is water. Water represents substance, meaning the hidden nature of things. Water comes in many shapes: purpose, desire, willpower. Water is everything that lives inside of you. Water is emotion. That's a good synthesis, yes. Master your water, and you will have the key to any heart and soul. There's power in empathy and self-awareness. Water isn't my forte, but I understand. Yeah, I noticed that. But don't worry, I'm here to support you. Now, for the second part of our contract, we will seal our water energies together. Yes, please. Again, you decide the nature of our contract. Answer this question, and remember, your answers will affect your fate dramatically. I know. For the water seal, what is your innermost desire? Well, Evil Route is all about power. Power. Oh yeah? For what? Revenge? Control? That's none of your business. That's already a powerful attitude. No witch is unaware of the burdens of power, so I guess you're prepared for what it will bring. I have a question. When will all the contracts we've been sealing become effective? Immediately. I mean, they are etched into the Cosmic Wheel as we speak. In time, it'll all come to you, and you will be pretty aware of the moment they're delivered. I see. I can tell you one thing for sure. They'll come in the same order we sealed them. First, you'll start noticing that the Coven is afraid of you. Sometime after, you'll gain access to the power you seek. Then, whatever we seal on your Earth will happen. And finally, in the distant future, you'll pay the price we agree on the fire seal. A price. Everything you've asked for will come at a price. I guess your summoning spell is forbidden for a reason. Having second thoughts? No. I need this. Seal the second contract already. Brace yourself. Ugh, my bones. Take that bone hurting juice. Ooh. Carl, you have power. I just hope this torture is worth it. Yeah, like I said, it's all octahedra. It's simplified on that respect. But there are some other animations that have geometric shapes. It's been a while since I played, but they might be different than the octahedron. Yeah, in for a penny, in for a pound, and because we're going dark route, that's a pretty big penny for some pretty heavy pounds. It will be. Have faith. Can I make a new card now? Yes, same as yesterday. Head to the basement. This is perfect time for more sippy sip. Barango, since you're here, I did update the book club if you want to take another swing and chuck a book at my face. First roll, we'll read the card legend because I forgot to last time. The magical post office controls the flux of information. They save knowledge, they remember crimes. The Arbiter's book puts this revelation in front of many eyes. A hurricane of air energy will stir luck and call for the unexpected. And the various meanings, it pulls a few from each of the elements, especially those that are not copy through, that they have in common. So we have guiding, discovery, justice, as well as predestination and luck. But on to card number 2. You might have gone with dodecahedra for that, though, since those aren't the 4 element. Yeah. But, I mean, at the worst case, it is a very handsome animation they chose. The downside is we have literally no air, so we are stuck having to choose all water cards this time. I don't want to do the library yet, because I want some variety, just in case. Shvalana Payash Jyothi might be one we go with. I don't think there's any other pure... Oh, I guess there's Sunset Docks. That's a good one. Yeah, and that's it. This bar will also be another fun one. It's a reference to another game this company made called the Renstrings Club. I think the Sunset Docks. Was Canis Majora's Water? No, that's a 2 fire and a earth. Shame. But yeah, we'll go Sunset Docks. A humble wooden dock cursed by a heartbroken witch. Legends say that anyone who parts ways with someone and sails away from this dock will never meet the one they left behind again. It's suitably a dark card to start with, for our only number 2 in the deck. Ooh, that'd be really sad with Wolf, Mother, and Children. But let's see if there are any other water things. First, Forbidden Door to Pleasure would be an interesting mix with the docks of Disappearing and Never Seeing Again. And I think those are the only 2, aren't they? Alright, anyone in chat have any opinions? You want to see the darkness of presumably a mother being separated from her children, or this Forbidden Door to Pleasure, which in the description has the phrase 7-year-long orgasm. I'll go with whichever one pops up first. There it is for rank the door. Okay, so witches found this door chained to the ever-expanding edges of this universe. No one's ever dared to go through it. Once, a young witch looked through its keyhole and fell victim to a 7-year-long orgasm. Addicted, she went back to look again, but this time she exploded into red dust. At least metaphorically. Depends on if a bard was telling the story or just a concerned witch. We have bottomless jugs, which feels weird for a dock. I mean, it's already a lot of water there. What else we got for pure water? Glass trident. Might be able to do something glass trident. I think those... Oh, we got a third. The swordfish liquor. 1 glass will make you happy, 2 glasses will make you horny, 3 glasses will make you honest. We might go with that one, if there isn't a 4th very funny one. So, let's see. The Veritas mirror... And, nah. No. Snowcat has another one. I'm also not feeling that one. And that's it. So, let's go ahead with swordfish. Bring them back to the dock. Okay, so once again, we're going to just shrink these so we can actually appreciate the view a bit first. Oh, is it only 1 for the door? Okay. Well, I guess because there's not too much at the door. Okay, so we shrink that, and let's see what we got. We've got a nice sunset over here, and definitely more foreboding one with the red-orange sun there. We've also got a choice of a decently sized boat, or a door at the end of the dock, which honestly, I kind of wish I could zoom out or in on this, so I could have both ends of the dock there, but how about... Let's see. Position there? Two suns and sunset could be the human race. But yeah, there are 2 different sunsets, just so the background you have a choice of this. Or is it like, is it sunrise where the sun usually goes all wobbly orange like that? But yeah, in any case, the point is just that you have a wide variety of options. Yeah, I think what we're going to do is a very unsubtle metaphor with gate just here at the edge of the dock. Like, pass through here, you will have to make a choice, no matter what it is. It will change you forever. Okay, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to incorporate 2 shots in here, because I think that will intentionally include the, well, you might remember the swordfish liquor description, 1 for happy, 2 for horny, 3 for something that I'm blanking on. I think that's actually affected by the number of cups. If so, I want to see what this scene does with it. I'm not sure about the swordfish, though. Do we bring it to the top and just put it above here? Like a fisherman's prize? 3 for honest, that was it. We could do that. Perhaps it looks like one option is just falling into the drink. The other one is just... Let's see, we'll do a little stack of drinks. Fall into the drink, never to come up for air again. Or, to get just enough to be honest. Actually, let's not do it like this. Let's do these kind of partially filled ones, so it looks like someone did that, you know that party trick where you just, like, pour into the top glass and it spills into the others? We'll do that. That looks good. We've got the option. So I think the question is, do we want to have a door here? Like a physical door here? Oh god, you can't even make the door as big as you can make the frame, so no. Ooh, but we could make this like a backing plat for the swordfish. There you go. Backward too far. We could do that, which would be funny. Alright, so it's like both you agree we're going to go with 2. Then we will get rid of the full. We're actually going to get one of those and make an empty. So become an alcoholic or become... Shit, not a lush. I know there's a slang other than prostitute. I was gonna say, but then my mind went, you shouldn't say that. I'm like, wait, why not? Let's do another case of, let's see if we do this to the top and then back. Perfect. Let's see. We'll customize this just a little bit. Let's move it to the back. That looks good. Just to make this more our own little scene here. Well, actually, we could also make a kind of like red carpet looking thing going up to the door. Four, five, yeah, just so many cups. Now we'll leave it at that. I like the red carpet looking treatment there. Oh yeah, some weird docks, but I mean, if you're going to the docks to just make a choice between drinks like this, your life is already at like a weird turning point directly downward. But yeah, I think looks a little weird. Put it back. Nah. Ooh, we might be able to shrink enough it looks like the stopper on the drink. We bring it all the way forward. Here we go, like one of those really fancy bottles. I think that's fine. Now I'm curious what the fuck this is going to be called, so let's go ahead and finish it up and see what it is. Lethargy. A tide of salt and melancholy. The door holds a promise for quenching many kinds of thirst. Hint, hint. The swordfish. They dropped the D for some reason. Now, I guess that's fitting, because we chose 2 for horny. The D has been used and cannot fit here. But the swordfish liquor runs with truth. A flood of water can unleash hidden potentials, with the meanings of introspection, yearning, passion, and power. Brango saying, if I saw this scene, I would walk away in confusion and definitely not cross that threshold, which is a good choice, because this is definitely some borderline Fae nonsense. Okay, more sippies before I go back to narration duty. Oh, yeah. Some delicious Dr. Pepper mixed with orange soda. Now, come upstairs. You're going to read the cards for me. God, it's so beautiful, Pixar art. Some games need to just embrace that how things appear are a good thing for the vibe of the game. Time for some divination. This is your area of expertise, so you guide me through this. Okay, a card reading with just 2 cards, huh? We need to test if these really work, so I'll do a reading we can confirm on the spot. I'm going to read your past. Whoa, that's bold. I like it. I'm ready. It's been a couple of centuries without my deck. I may be a bit rusty. You just enjoy it. You're among friends here. Okay, it's going to be a very simple reading. I'm going to draw a card, place it on this spot to read into your past. Here we go. Now, the cool thing about this game is that is randomized. If you care to do it later in the game, you can actually quit a run, because it saves at the beginning of each quote-unquote day. But several days have multiple interactions and readings, which might be a bit just for a specific draw. We got the cards we just made. Yeah, now I noticed that too. Sorefish dropped the D in. That's actually one of the things I remember from other runs. But I think that fits, because we dropped 2 glasses for horny, so someone else is using that D right now. Nudge nudge, hint hint, wink wink. But yeah, we'll be using lethargy to refer to his past. And the other cool mechanic for this game is you get to choose which of the interpretations we get. This being early on, there aren't too many. So we can get... Sorry, we can choose to interpret as he is older than this universe, or that their first love was a witch named Gloria, which also represents what elements we'll get back. I think we'll go with this one, so we have a small mix of both, give us more variety for the next card we make. You are older than this universe. Wow. These cards pierce deep. I wasn't expecting you to get such a revelation in your first draw. I'm proud of you. Thank you. But what does this mean? How can anyone precede the Big Bang? This is a hard one to explain through language. You know that the universe is expanding, right? Right? Well, the universe expands over something. Or I should say, over nothing. I don't know how to put this into any words you know, but basically I existed before this universe. At some point, the universe you live in grew around me, and I was subjected to its rules. It actually might not expand over anything, nothing, or something at all. Exactly. Further proving that there just aren't words to the story that this lore is trying to tell. Before we are captured by a universe, behemoths live without shape, without mass, without time. Are there other universes beside this one, then? Oh, yes. What are they like? Unfathomable by any language or code developed within this universe's rules. Just meaning the expansion of the universe doesn't necessarily fill into a space I was there before you. I got what you meant. I was just gonna go with the story they're telling. Don't think too much about it, or you will lose your mind. In any case, this extra-universal nature is where my power comes from. Magic's but an extensive understanding of how reality works. Wow. Let's get back to your training. There's the sweet energy. Wow, what was that? I felt an energy surge. That is your deck harvesting energy. Whenever you do a reading, you'll harvest magic akin to the card you drew. Fortune telling will be your main source of energy once we seal our pact. I see. Alright, the cards work. They work like a charm, I must say. You're a gifted fortune teller, my friend. Thank you. I really missed this. I almost forgot how exciting it is to dig into the secrets of the Cosmic Wheel. I am so happy for you. And I'm so thankful, Abramar. We're just getting started. Now go get some rest. Tomorrow we'll make another card and do some more divination. Looking forward to it. Good night. Cosmic Warmer, right? Yeah. The door. What does the door have to say? Abramar has been betrayed many times in the past. What do you plan to do with him? Okay, lesson number 4 is strength. Before this, just gonna get out of the chair, stretch a little bit. I do suggest as such for all y'all as well. Can't let your body get too stiff. Oof. Which is a coincidence as we are moving into Earth. Yes, the shrimp tar. This is a powerful one. Aren't the other ones powerful as well? Excuse me. God, just take up his backpack. Okay. Well, of course. But this one is pure potential. Abramar has approximately the right number of eyes. Well, the question is, are you counting all the eyes presumably on its underside? However far down they go. Literally. Power. Okay. Glad to see you excited. Okay, good. So long as we're all counting the same number of things. Let's begin the lesson, please. Okay. Earth. How can I sum it up? Earth represents determination, empowerment, everything that pushes you forward. Earth is grounding, support, the source, but also direction of your force. Earth is your drive. Earth is strength. That's it. But bear in mind, that doesn't only refer to your own capabilities, but also to the support of your allies. To master one's Earth is to be aware of where to look for potential, not to be drunk on one's power. Motherly love, loyalty, sisterhood, those are also forms of Earth energy. I understand. Now, for the third part of our contract, we will seal our Earth energies together. Lay the question on me. Remember, your answers will affect your fate dramatically. He loves that word. For the Earth seal, what do you want to become your main source of determination? Well, I would do love, but this is the evil run. That is very much the hero of the story, the protagonist thing. With the power of friendship, it's like, fuck that, I'm the villain. This is actually a toss-up between the two. Because defeating my rival is definitely a dark time thing, but also only relying on oneself. With the power of friendship, no. I did do that in my first run, though. I do have those VODs up on YouTube. They were fun. I keep meaning to go back and do some thumbnails for it. But yeah, for this run, we were definitely doing something other than that, because I love doing love. Yeah, we'll go Conquest. Defeating everyone if they choose not to ally themselves with me. That's how villains do friendship. Conquest. Defeating my rivals. You sure are out for blood, eh? If I don't do something with this anger, I'm going to explode. If we transform it into fuel, we'll become unstoppable. I'm all in. Just bear in mind that after you get back at Adana, you'll need to find new rivals, or your willpower will deflate. You just chose a never-ending path of competition. Now I will seal our Earth energies together. Get ready. The power. Oh, I love Earth contracts. I almost vomited with this one. Yes, Earth has a lot of presence. I've seen other witches puke right after sealing it. I'm one of the tough ones, then? Oh, you bet you are. You have been the first one not to cry during the ceremony. Although, we still have fire to seal. That one is painful even to me. Oh, no. You can do this. Only one to go. Now to the fun part. Let's make a card. Alright, we have some variety. This is the first card we're making this run where we have access to multiple elements, specifically 3. Excuse me. Though we will have to be careful, because we only have 1 of water. I'm thinking we choose Earth for the background, just because there are some more cooler cards in the other 2. Let's see. Sadly can't do Forgotten Fact because we don't have fire yet. 100 Column Worship. No, because it's just got 1. If it's 1 air, I consider it. We got Titan Quarry, which is pretty fun. Because they're pretty much just giant moles, in a sense. That they just constantly mine things. Well, nope. I know there's at least 1 other pure Earth. Where is it? Wait, which one was there? Yeah, no, 100 Column Worship is water. Yeah, same gem skull, damn. Yeah, that's all fire because it's a star. With a little bit of earth. Let's see. Though, actually, for the next fire card, I think I'm going to do Charred Battlefield. Because we did choose Conquest. Yeah, we're going to try to save the 1 water for the... probably the figure card. Come on, where's the... I guess Moonstone Temple might be the only one. Okay. So the Moonstone Temple. Before magical enslavement was forbidden, the long-lost coven of the Jade Sculptors tasked 7 major daemons with carving a gigantic temple out of a moon. The unspeakable dimensions of the temple make the witches who study inside its halls aware of their insignificance within the universe, and enhances their powers through humility. You know what? Who doesn't enjoy a little bit of humiliation from time to time? I know you can technically go back if we want to change it, but I'm just simplifying because of our lack of diversity. So let's start. Is there anything we can do with just 1 water and air purely? No. Though we don't have fire, we can't do astronaut yet. Can't do that because we only have 1 water. No, that takes 3. Well, yeah, I like to look at everything, though. What options do we have? Definitely can't. We could do Deerfolk Paladin, though I think colors kind of clash with Moonstone Temple. Can't do fire. Ooh, we could Harvest Oracle, which is Behemoth that keeps 3 of every known seed of the universe. It'd be interesting to see how that vibes with Moonstone Temple. Definitely haven't done this mixture before. The dragon born from the imagination of mortals and extinct because of their greed, keeping treasure and grudges. Takes fire, takes a lot of fire. Not enough for the wolf mother and children. Could also do the gold blower. One of artisans. We can technically make them a centaur or lamia or just a normal humanoid dude with a horse-like face. Could also do the pilot from the Machina Cult, which would really contrast with the Moonstone Temple. Science fact, thanks to Maxting, apparently Vicanus Majoris is losing a lot of mass from its own high luminosity and the resulting stellar wind. Plus that its outer layers, of course, are heated and shoved pretty far outside the gravity well, so there's less holding it in. Huh. That is interesting, what is it? Astrology fact. Thank you. Might do this just because of the contrast, and we did just choose Conquest to go with Earth. So it might be very fitting. Sidereal Lovers. Yeah, so knowledge could, but I don't want to. Let's go with Pilot from the Machina Cult. Which, because it's broken in pieces, we can actually make our own. No, Sidereal Lovers needs fire. Sadly. Okay, we've got 4 earth, 2 air left. We've definitely Golden Shovel, but I don't think it works with the Machina. Fire. Could do Onyx Trumpet, which would be kind of funny, giving that to the mech. Cane of Sacred Wood. Could be some interesting things we could do with that. With the green, the grass, we could make it more plant-looking, I suppose. We could just straight up give it wings as well. Can do that or that. Ooh, a Sibian Sledgehammer would look really good. What else is available? Not Jade Roadkeepers, I've done that before. Tower Shield. What's the lightest, mildest contract you can sign with Abramar? Let's see. Pursuing knowledge, gain power from friends. Oh yeah, Tower Shield definitely has charge, but actually I think the lightest, mildest would be the one I did in my first run, which I can't remember. I can't remember what I did for my second one. Does anyone remember what the question for the second one was? That at least remind me of which. Ooh. Okay, I think it's between Tower Shield, because it has charms, and this Iron Golem, which I might be able to position to look like there's a big fight going on. Brawl with robots? I'm liking that. So I think we'll just jump on that then. Which, I mean, that'll leave us two of two different elements for the next card we make. Okay, as always, we shrink these so we can actually get a good view of everything. There's this one tower that kind of looks like a moon. You've got some actual planets up here and some destroyed roof. And this other one which looks like a much brighter moon. Like here's the light side and the other one's the dark side. Come down here. I think I showed... No, I didn't show the card that had that view there. I showed the one that was here, that had that Jade Monk statue. I think the stair steps is going to be the nicest place for a kaiju battle. Maybe around here, because I can show some more destruction. And yeah, that's it. Actually, I think we position it like there. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to make these big first, well, bigger, and then we'll do the kind of like mass grab and then shrink them. Let's see, for one, I think we're going to make this look like Torso, Gurren Lagann style mech. Let's see. Yeah, and then we'll make jagged teeth here. Which I think we'll just... Oh. Okay, we'll start with 5. Let's see. Take that to back. To back. There we go. And there's not really anything we can use as like a waistline, so I think what we'll do... I think we'll take... We'll do it like that. Duplicate, flip. There we go, take both of them to the back. Actually, no. There you go, that looks better. Though, actually, also tilt them out just a bit. Okay, so I think we're going to have this one have a little bit of battle damage. We'll give it one leg. There we go, and position it about there. Then this one will be small and kind of like in the background, like it had to be left behind. Let's see, I think for arms, we do one normal hand, the other this kind of hand. Which I think for the arms themselves, we'll do these big, bulkier looking ones. Send to the back. Yeah, like that. Which I think lines there quite well. Duplicate, we flip. It'll be a little off screen, but I think that's fine. I think that passes as a fist just well enough. Let's see, not sure what to do with this, but I think we do. I think we're going to make it look like this is the foreground. Let's use the back. Let's see. Actually, no, we'll make this kind of like the shoulder piece. Because he's got these big, chunky shoulders. We'll do the same here. Oh, trying to select all. There we go. And we'll put this one behind, actually, so it kind of looks like it's got some shift to it. Yeah, it's looking good now. It's looking real nice. How about if we put this in front? What do we think? Does this kind of look like a person leaning out of their mech? Like their helmet? Because this person is kind of visible like that. So you won't have to worry about any of these. Arm, I think we flip it like this and make it big. There we go. That looks good. It looks real good. Like he's gonna go one-to-one, just fist him in the face. And I think we'll be creative. Can we make this look like segments of the torso here? I believe in us. Duplicate, flip. Like this. Try, I think, another one of these. This all the way to the back. Looking pretty good. I think we just need to put something here so it looks like it's actually got some arm lift. Actually, no. Flip like that to the back. Oh. There you go. This kind of looks like he's aiming a cannon. Yeah. Yeah, we'll do that. Got big bulging shoulder muscles. We'll do this, and the arm is just like kicking back like recoil, like boom, took the shot. In fact, we'll overlap it like that. Then we'll do two things with spikes. We'll put one here as kind of like imitation speed line kind of thing. Here all the way to the back. We're going to make another imitation claw looking thing. Oh. Okay, I think what we need to do, send that to the back, that to the back, up one, perfect. That keeps the foreground, background separate. I think we've got a good one there. And is there any other bit of decor we could do? Nah, we'll leave it like that. we've got our kaiju battle, machine occult in the background, this earth golem in the foreground, the divine build. The Moonstone Temple is a gateway to illumination. Mecha pilots are excellent guardians. The Iron Golem is powered by sheer determination. Though excessive earth energy can lead to immobility, which translates to stagnation. The other themes can be alliance, guardian, ego, as well as indifference, which doesn't really fit what looks like a frickin' what is it? Shit. Pacific Rim knockoff here. But you know, I'm proud of that. We got some good detail work on that. Nicely done. Come upstairs and do a reading for me, would you? My little sippy break. I love the animation gives me a little bit of time. But we are about halfway through stream, hour and a half in. It's hard to believe it. Okay, we have 3 cards now. Any ideas on what to read next? I'm going to read your desire. I want to find out what your true intentions are. You want to expose your teacher. You'll give me no quarter, huh? I'm game. Do your worst. I need to know, for the sake of our relationship. Yeah, absolutely kinky. Look at her mentioning relationships even. Alright, we got the Duck Reader. Oh, now we can actually read it. The magical post office controls the flux of information. They save knowledge, remember crimes. The Arbiter's book puts this revelation in front of many eyes. Ooh, and because of all the air energy, luck and call for the unexpected is going to pop up. So this will be interesting. So we can either say he is deeply depressed and yearns for peace of mind, that they are resentful, but they don't seek vengeance, just acceptance. Or say that he'd like to be summoned more often, that he wants more witches to desire him. I'm leaning towards this one, because that gives us even more variety to work with when we make the fire card. But you don't seek vengeance, acceptance. I've definitely done this one, so I think this is definitely off the table just because I know what it affects later on. So we have depression. We're summoning more. Both out of water. But yeah, we're gonna go with this. He wants witches to desire him. Gives us a nice even mix of 3-3-2. But also low-key kind of funny because matches with Maxine's kinky. You would like to be summoned more often. You want more witches to desire you. You bet. I admit I have a strong fetish for witches. Ugh, creepy. It's not like that. I'm not talking about sex exclusively. There's something tense and stimulating about becoming a witch's servant. Your desires are always so colorful. I just can't get enough of that rush that comes from satisfying a witch. You can almost see the wink animation they didn't put in but should have. Still sounds perverted to me. I won't argue that's never a perversion. I am lucky my abilities are so tempting for your kind. Yes, good for him. I'm eager to see how our time together will play out. I predict that you're destined to stir things up, and his favorite word, dramatically. You sure love drama. It's what makes existence worthwhile. I'm a bit scared now, actually. Just a bit. I think I'm going to draw another card. Oh, what for? So this doesn't happen with all the options. In most readings available, the first card you place, there's a chance of it unlocking a additional question to ask. Now, I actually haven't seen many for the early Abramar readings, so this will be interesting. No? What for? You're quite a difficult character to read. I just can't tell what your deal is. In addition to your desire, I need to ask, why do you behave like this? What do you mean like this? Shh, let the cards speak. Which one are we getting? Oh, we got Divine Build. Okay. Reminder that the meanings for this are Alliance, Guardian, Ego, as well as Indifference and Stagnation. Let the cards reveal all of your kinks. Ooh, this would be very interesting after the other one. The cards just fucking friend-zoned him. It's like, yes, you are my familiar now. You must do what I say. But it will never be a sexual thing. You feel the need to make your superiority clear. Interesting. Where you try to hide your depression, which goes hand in hand with that other option we didn't choose. Oh, for sure, but there's also... You'll see what I'll talk about when we get to the fire, the cost that we'll have to give up at some point in the future. But yeah, I don't think we're going to go with the hide your depression thing. And I don't want the superiority, so let's go with you want to be my friend. You crave my approval. Yeah, outside this game, absolutely believe with you. If you are not friends with your partner, whether they're just a lover or even someone you're married to, it's probably not a really great relationship. It can exist without friendship, but the friendship really makes things work better. Yeah. You want to be my friend. You crave my approval. You don't mince words, eh? That's just what the card said. Yes, but you're the one phrasing it. In any case, it comes as a surprise. I would never have pictured a superior being like you, needing validation from someone like me. There's this weird thing where Tux people believe you shouldn't try to... Yeah, no, those people are fucking assholes. I do not fuck with them. I don't even hang out with them if I can help it. I have some coworkers who think like that. It's like, cool. Well, I'm never going to the bar with you, ever. I wouldn't go as far as needing validation. But it is true that I would love to be friends. I'd like you a lot. Well, we only have each other now, so aren't we friends already? Nah, doesn't feel like it yet. I'd say for now we're partners at best. But I trust that in time we can develop a beautiful friendship beyond common interest. Which I do feel that. I mean, this is only day 4 that we've spoken with them. You can't really call someone friends after only like a couple 20-30 minute sessions. Like, she's gone to sleep 3 times since meeting him. Or at least, I hope you don't just dump me after you get what you want out of our contract. Do I smell abandonment issues here? If you only knew what I've been through. I'm all ears. I'm not in the mood. Not with that attitude of yours. I'm sorry. I just find it amusing to see the forbidden behemoth of legend dealing with such mundane problems. Hey, personal relationships are far from mundane. They are one of the greatest energies of the cosmos. Air and water, remember? True. I am sorry. You went in for the kill with this reading, didn't you? That's my divination style. If If we don't dig into the intense stuff, we might as well just have a normal conversation. You're absolutely right. I can see I won't get bored with you. And after 200 years, 5... Yeah, it's easy to imagine feeling desperately in need of friends. So, what now? I'm the one that needs rest after today's session. Go and review what we've studied so far and get ready for tomorrow's lesson. Fire is the last seal, and also the most trying of the energies. Very well. Also, welcome, Cryshard. Yeah, this game is fun. As you might have guessed from the title, we are doing the most evil run we could. Let's see, I chose We're Seeking Power. We gain energy from the conquest of our enemies. Outright stated we would kill Adana if given the chance. It is gonna be interesting. And yeah, I definitely recommend it, if only because the making the card stuff can be really fun. They did a what's the term, contest on Twitter months ago, where people could make cards in the game and submit it for a chance of winning a set where you could make your own in real life, as well as a Abramar shaped dildo. Like, not shaped like his whole body, but it's like, if he had a visible penis, this is what it looked like. Which is not the thing I would have won, but I entered because I wanted to frickin' make your own card set. It was very bold, but I think their official Twitter would still have a lot of the entries at least. So I definitely recommend look, because there were some people went super detailed. Like, they chose pieces specifically so they can make really small art details. Sadly, the neither the make your own set or the dildo look to be a recurring product you can get, but it might be I just missed that announcement. Play this for Pride Month? Yeah, this is perfect for Pride Month. But yeah, backstory, let's see, for this dream thing, for the machine cult we got, were you the leader of your coven? How would you punish someone for having summoned Abramar? Would exile suffice? Would you be able to forgive something like this? Or maybe you would think it's worthy of death. Some very deep questions there. Lesson 5 is done. But yeah, that's an interesting question, because it brings to mind, like, are we trying to think of what Adana might do when she finds out? Or is it saying, it's like, should we, in her desire for conquest, take over the coven? So big sip before this next narration bit. Yeah, nothing yet, but I mean, you'll see what the cost the fire seal we're gonna choose is. Ready for more? Yes. How have you found the ceremony so far? Would you give us a Yelp review of 5 stars? No. Do you want to review any elements before continuing? I don't think so. It was pretty basic stuff. Understood. What's the matter? You're not as chipper as usual. Ah. Yes, I'm sorry. Fire is usually my favorite lesson, and it marks the final step where our contract becomes effective, which I'm looking forward to. But I have a bad feeling about this. That's odd. Based on your act and all so far, I thought you enjoyed the threat of dire consequences. Oh, of course I do. That kind of adrenaline is my favorite thing in the cosmos. What is it then? You're right. I better stop dwelling on silly worries and focus on our training. I'm just moody for some reason. It's not silly. What do you say we look into it with our cards after we finish today's session? That might be a good idea. That's one of the perks of being summoned by a fortune teller. So true. You're on. It'll be a good challenge as the final test for this new deck. That's the Abramar I know. I need you sharp for the final lesson. Fire it is, then. This element is usually feared by most and yearned but for those with ill... One sec, my brain kind of... This element is usually feared by most and yearned for by those with ill will. But fire is more versatile than most magic practitioners think it is. Fire represents adversity, battle, everything that is against you. Fire is challenge, intimidation, the fuel of every battle. Fire is your wrath. Fire is conflict. Exactly. But don't just dwell on the negative aspects of that definition. Conflict also means growth. The only time fire is bad is when you're on the losing side. And even in defeat, there's a great deal of growth. We are the living example of that. Master your fire and you will conquer anything the cosmos throws at you. To tell you the truth, I'm more intimidated by water. I'm actually quite fond of fire. Maybe that's why we get along so well. Now, the final contract. This answer will affect your fate. Not dramatically, but profoundly. For the fire seal, what will you sacrifice to access my magic? But yeah, we're going to dwell on that a little bit. See, maxing Wizard Prissy was a diviner. Was it because you like the enchantment? Yeah, divination's a fun one for 5e. She more used illusion than divination, but definitely learned to lean into knowledge being power, trying to guide and teach another. And yeah, that is what I was hinting at by friendship and loving, and it could be very two different things. Let's see, first one, I know I sacrificed immortality, because I thought that'd be a very interesting ending to come to. It's like after everything you do, getting free, you have to give up your immortality as a witch. And this is pretty much the game first telling us that witches are functionally immortal to some degree. I mean, it's kind of hinted with her living in a house in space. But yeah, becoming a witch gives you an increased amount of time, much like many legends of elves and fairy folk. Yeah, we will be sacrificing life whoever I love the most. And before I click on through that, keep in mind one of those earlier questions of what we desire the most was someone to love, which means it is possible to do a run where you find a loved one and then sacrifice them, which is super dark. But I want to see what happens if you don't choose that one. Like, how does the game choose who you love the most to be sacrificed? The life of whoever I love the most. That's a harsh one. I've seen other witches choose to sacrifice the person they love, and it always hurts more than they expected. This will leave an everlasting dent in your soul. Do you want to reconsider? No. This is my final answer. Though it would be funny if I went back and then chose it again anyway. But I've never done that before, so I don't know if it takes the answer off the table. So, no, this is my final answer. As you wish. I will etch your decision into the cosmic wheel and pray it doesn't break you apart. The time comes to pay the price. Brace yourself. It does always ask you to reconsider. I've just never done it on a playthrough, just to see what happens. Here we go, the last octahedron. Turning into points. I can't breathe. This pain, it burns. Breaking my atoms apart. I love it. Help me. Fortuna. And this wonderful opening animation. Enjoy it. Foreshadowing like you wouldn't believe. Okay, so before we continue, yeah, I just love watching that animation every time. It's so cool. It's the only big animation like that in the game. But it's so fun. Yeah, this game is really replayable because there are a bunch of different endings, and they're one set of endings I've never done, and I spoiled myself figuring out what happens if I did a specific choice. But yeah, it's cool. Imagine playing it just half-assing so hard to see what it does, but yeah. Actions do have consequences, and I think I said a little earlier, the game does autosave every once in a while, so you can actually stop in the middle of reading and go back and play through it again to get a different card with a different set of choices in readings. If I was more of a tryhard, I'd probably go through that, just see what every potential card could say in each interaction, but I'm not that much of a tryhard. Okay, we're going to take a couple big sips and then continue with narration. That should do. Wake up. Fortuna, wake up. Now we are in chapters instead of lessons. Arbitrage. What? What happened? Sorry. I had to wake you up. You've been asleep for a couple days. You dropped dead after we sealed the fire contract. I thought it might be too much, so I let you rest. Yeah, no problem, Cryshard. Hope you enjoy yourself while you're here, and you have a good time with whatever you need to get to. I feel dizzy. I had the weirdest dreams. Oh, yeah? What about? Yeah, no problem, maxing. Actually, now is probably a good time. We'll take a minute or two, just kind of stretch a bit. Let's see, she just said she had a very strange dream, and Abramar. Oh, yeah? What about? Can't remember, but it felt premonitory. Feel bad for waking you up, but you have some business to attend to. What do you mean? Look at the window. You've got a visitor. That falcon. That's a familiar from an Arbiter. What's an Arbiter? The Arbiter office is an organism composed of former witches, unaffiliated with any coven, that ensures no witches operating outside the laws of the magical pact. They also rule over conflicts between different covens and rarely interfere with internal affairs. It was founded about 4,000 years ago, so it makes sense you don't know them. Yeah, this happened during my slumber. Why were they created? Well, both the Arbiters and the Magical Pact were created after an especially bloody witch war that ended with our coven burning 87 witches inside of a white star. And she did say specifically her coven that she's part of. Brutal. To avoid future atrocities, some witches vowed to stop using magic and focus exclusively on keeping the peace. In the beginning, it was a group of devotees who wanted to avoid tragedy, but nowadays it's mainly composed of outcasts that have to serve the arbitrage office as a lifelong punishment. Wow, things have gotten a lot bleaker since I was last put to sleep. This all happened before my time, but I'm more afraid of having witch wars than witch cops. What do you think the Arbiter wants? Maybe they noticed I summoned you? That's impossible. My arts are untraceable. Then there's only one way to find out. Let's invite her over. Sure. I'll make myself invisible whenever you get a visit. Also, you have some energy pooled from sealing the fire contract, in case you want to expand your deck before inviting the Arbiter over. Triangle calculator, ooh, yeah. That's rough, Baringo. Best luck with figuring the CAD program out, though. Okay, Plus, I still owe you a reading, right? Don't worry about it. There'll be time for that. Okay, but you're not off the hook. We'll look into what worries you, eventually. As if I could escape you. But yeah, let's go ahead and make a card for fire first, and then we'll invite her over. But yeah, if anyone remembers from that first card I made, we used the Book of the Arbiter right here, and how it shares knowledge among all such books. So this will be interesting. But now that we finally can, let's go ahead and make potentially the Shipwreck Library. First, I believe Sidereal Lovers is here. Oh, no, it's near the front, isn't it? Cosmic Love with Sidereal Snake, never-burning passion that shatters the fabric of the void. So we'll be able to put the snake into the library. I'm not sure what to do for the final element, though. But with our diverse pool, we should be able to choose anything. So let's just go through. Asteroids are astral bodies. Destination. Bring fire and change. That might be good for the library. Ruby Candle Lab. Shed light over hidden cards, but also reach now. No, it's able to ignore the sentiment. Nah. Wings, perhaps. Be interesting. And I don't think there was too much in the way of air in the previous cards. Mixed Trader's Blade. There's one. No. Ooh, the Garushtakush. Which probably isn't how that's pronounced, but it's fun. And I remember it every time I play this. Let's see. Whatever you whisper into Garushtakush will transform into gossip that spreads like wildfire among mortals and witches alike. Still feeling on the wings, though. Minister of Secrets. Ooh, actually. Whatever secret you confess, the Minister of Secrets will keep anyone from spreading it. The spell will break if the eel dies. That is certainly a choice to make. Actually, ooh. With this, I could make a kind of Mer-dusa-like thing with the Sidereal Lovers. Okay, if we don't find anything more interesting, this over the wings. Definitely not Sledgehammer. Fire Whip. Nah. Same for that. Jade Roadkeepers. Frog's Path blessed by Jade Roadkeeper will be free from thieves and predators. Still leaning for Minister of Secrets. Definitely not the Wraith. Ooh, Inevitable 3. Flock of legendary prey birds, delivering message, hunt any fugitive, steal any trinket. No, I can't make the bowl that big or the levers that small, sadly. But I think I know what I might be able to do with it. Definitely not that. No. Dark Matter Bow. It's got nice effects with that. I've used on another card before to make it look like air bubbles. Not on this library one, but a different water one. Let's see. Mirror that only shows reflection of its owner. Can't lie while looking at it, which is used to find out if they are fooling themselves. Or Snowcat? Yeah, definitely not Snowcat. Okay, where is Minister of Secrets? Excuse me. Let's see. So far, we've got no earth in here. Not a lot of fire, though, and I think a lot of water is good, or at least neutral. So this should be fine mix. Okay, so first, like always, we are just going to shrink everything so we get a good look. We'll spread everything out a bit. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have this over the head in place of a halo, and they're going to use the eels over the hair to give it kind of a more Mer-dusa look. And with these, I should be able to layer enough so it looks like the snake is wrapping around and crushing it. That's the idea I've got right now, though. Oh, come on, let me move everything. Move to the top. That should be fine without blocking anything. Got some interesting things for this one. We've got a beach, which I'd never used. It might be what I do this time. A big collection of these messages in bottles. A large, maybe not a mer-matron, but a fish woman, full-on chest out to the world, but still wearing pants, which is a choice. But also with a kind of a... God, of course I'm now blanking on the type of the fish. But the fish with like bioluminescence lure at the front. This is usually where I make something. But then we've got another moon. We got two, small and a big one, tattered sails and a deck. Anglerfish, thank you. That's it. Yeah, actually, I think we'll go ahead and work upon the beach here. We've got the setting sun in the distance. So first, let's see, how big can I make this? I can make that pretty big, actually. The minister is all about sizing up, apparently. Humble can opener, smooth dream. Yeah, I think this looks good, because it's like she's crawling out of the surf. Okay. Looks good. That's an eelhead. Perfect. How big can we make these boys? Ooh, so we can actually afford to make her bigger, because that'll still work for the hair. But yeah, we'll first place these ones. We'll do the shortcut of just duplicate a bunch. And I'll do one of these because we do need some small ones here to cover up these little like flamey bits. These two. Ah, right, 'cause she's right there. We'll put all the way to the back. Alright, we can do that with all of them. Then move him back to there. Yes. Right then, doop doop doop. Sworn there's a third one. Oh well. So let's see. I think we just need one more here. Yeah, Medusa. I think these ones we can make smaller. Cover up this bit of hair. Then the rest we just kind of cover up with these bits. Perfect. I think we're just going to add one more, flip it. Nope, drag one. There we go. Just one little hair flip up. Then we'll move this over. there so we can get more of that definition showing. So the fun thing about this is that there are two parts. This is the one it forces us to get, and this is a clear version. So we can't actually make something appear to be in it. The tricky thing is, it does not give both at the same size, so you have to do that. Just to make sure they're both there. But we'll place it all the way in the back. Then we take that out of the way for whatever we put inside. Butts indeed. But yeah, for wrapping around, let's see, because that's Snakehead. For spacing purposes, we kind of need to put it there. Actually, I think for Infinity Eel, we'll make it smaller and do 3 in the corner here like we did on that first card we did. As a nice little callback. The 3 of Infinity. Actually, no, we won't do 3. We'll do 5. Oh, there we go. Put the other 2 pretzel eels down here. Oh, you didn't miss much. Let's see. So we did pass out after that fire thing. We had that nightmare. He asked about it, and she could not remember it. She could tell that whatever dream she had was premonitory, but that was it. After that, he had woken her because she has a visitor from the... Shit. I'm blanking on the name, even though I just said it a bunch of times. The Arbiter's office, that's it. The Arbiter's office is coming to visit. And so, before that visit, I'm going to go ahead and make the fire card, because we sadly passed out before we could make that. Let's see, I think we need to do like this. We are currently, there's the sidereal lovers, which is kind of succubus looking thing. We made them an eldritch-inspired with the Minister of Secrets eel. Let's see if I put you... Oh, that actually made you too small from the movement. We also need to put you to the front. I think this one might be... There we go. That will work for us. Okay, so come on, right there. Then we bring it to the front, so then it kind of gives the illusion that this is wrapping around the back of it. So I think we have to flip. Yes. Like that. Oh, that needs to be moved to the front. Let's see if we make it bigger. There we go. Then kind of looks like it's getting closer to the viewer or the camera right there. Let's see that. I think I can refine that big enough. So I'll go ahead and show off the background, the sphere, because Maxine wasn't here for it. But yeah, we did the Sunken Library, which has this small beach portion. This other kind of like an anglerfish merwoman here, who has no shirt but is wearing pants for some reason. We've got one moon in the sky there. We've got the back of the ship, tattered sails, a hole that is full of hanging messages in bottles. Another moon there, and here where we are keeping it. So it looks like she's kind of crawled out of the sea. We've also got enough color on the background so we can see the definition of her eel hair. This Mer-dusa. I think... Actually, if we for a little closer to there. No, the balance doesn't look so good to me. Oh, nope. Let me select everything again. Then move back to there. And there we go. We have this Mer-dusa coming from the water, finding this fishbowl thing. Alright, you also missed the other elements. So, the Minister of Secrets is this eel that came with the glass, like, aquarium thing. It's all about any secret you tell them is impossible to share until they are killed. And that was why he had multiple bits for mermaid or yeah. She's all about the sidereal levels was about passion, largely fire, but well, it made her more of some merperson coming out of the ocean. The deity in the shipwreck scrutinizes every secret, in need of finding a partner, a pain that can beget isolation. The Minister of Secrets veils the inner truths of the heart. A flood of water can unleash hidden potential. Okay, I was right. A lot of water energy in a card is still good, just like a lot of air energy. But I know a lot of earth. What is it? It stagnates, it slows. A lot of fire is enough power that you can end up burning up, or something to that extent. But it means this card are introspection, yearning, as well as passion and power, and appropriately called the love letter. So now with a card for every element, or at least based around every element, the Dove Breeder, Lethargy, Divine Build, and the Love Letter, let us greet the Witch of the Arbitrage Office. Mind, the card being good or bad isn't itself a significant issue. Things are good, doesn't help not to know. Yeah. It doesn't matter what... sorry, it doesn't matter what the actual meanings of the card is. The meanings list there hint at what of the possible outcomes of a reading you'll get. I know they're tied together like that, but I haven't made like conspiracy level board of what they mean in particular question. But I do know they're tied together. Yeah, we've got a Hooded Hawk, which is a familiar for pretty much witch cop, is an interesting bit of symbolism. But yeah, let us see. Dear Fortuna, my name is Thea. I will write to you from the Arbitrage Office. Your personal situation caught the attention of my superiors, who tasked me with reviewing your case. I would like to interview you regarding your exile and write a plea to your covenant's leader to revisit your case if we judge the punishment to be excessive. Yours faithfully, Thea, Arbitrage Badge 210, rank Waxing Crescent. And we will go ahead and invite her because we have made our 5th card. She just flies in on a normal broom, but all the witches have their own kind of a theme they like to stick with. Okay. So I'm doing kind of a voice like this for... voice like this for Fortuna. So for Thea, I think... Let's see. I think I'm going to give it a bit of a Texas twang, a little bit of an accent from down south. I think that'll make it a bit more fun. Yeah, they do have a warrant. Thanks for having me. My name is Thea, Arbiter, Badge 210. Thank you for coming, Arbiter. I really appreciate the office paying attention to my case. I've been isolated for 200 years so far. That's precisely why I'm here. The Arbitrage Office recently discovered your situation, and we are worried it may go awry for the community. Excessive punishments beget rancor, and 1,000-year exile? It's a perfect recipe to build up a lot of bad blood. And we all know what a witch can do with a surplus of bad blood. But I'm here to help you. let me know about your case, and we'll look for a way to make you feel better. Thank you. I already had a meeting with Adana, the leader of your witch clan. Adana told me that you predicted the fall of your coven. She explained to me that she didn't punish you for that, though. She punished you because of how you handled it. Apparently, you plunged the coven into chaos, giving ill advice to any witch, telling them to prepare for the end times. And those actions almost destroyed the coven before its time. So she decided to exile you and deprive you of your deck, so you can meditate on the range and meaning of your powers. Now, that's the official version. I'm interested in what you have to say. Do you think what you did was wrong? No. A premonition that grave should be disclosed to the community. You don't agree with your leader's judgment? That is not dangerous per se, but it's a bad ingredient to add to the pot of imprisonment. What would you have done then? If the end were nigh, you'd like to know, right? I shouldn't give my opinion. I have to act as a neutral party, Fortuna. Next question. Do you think your punishment is fair? Absolutely not. This is way too excessive. I understand. Hardly anyone would accept this kind of sentence. How are you coping with centuries of isolation? This is horrible. Help me, please. Oh no. We need to fix your situation. Top priority. Thank you. I think we can at least alleviate your sentence somehow. I still don't understand why Adana deprived you of your terror deck. I mean, if you're isolated, why does she care if you have your magic or not? That's something I'm supposed to reflect on while exiled. It's a pity, because I'd have loved to have my fortune read. Anyway, before I leave, as an Arbiter, I'm obliged to ask. Anything to confess? Actually, I'm crafting a new deck for divination. Oh, wow. That's bold. Yeah, Fortuna's managing, for sure. She's summoned a creature older than the universe, and deal sacrificing the loved one's life, but it's fine. She's totally being normal about this. That's bold, but I don't think what you're doing is legal. Adana took your tarot deck from you, but she doesn't have authority over your new creations. Yet. I'm sure she won't be happy to hear it, though. You don't need to report to Idina, right? I trust in the office's neutrality. Of course. Unless you break the magical pact or becomes relevant during a trial, we won't disclose sensitive information from our investigation. In any case, what I'm crafting isn't a tarot deck. It's something new. Yeah, exactly why you don't look up anything. But this bit is needed for the progression, because she does get energy from readings. Oh, really? Can I see it? Would you like a reading? As an Arbiter, it is my duty to make sure that your new project doesn't break the magical pact, so I would love a reading very much. Yes, please. It'll be my pleasure. Is there something you want to ask the deck? I want to know what's in the future regarding my career as an Arbiter. Very well. I'm going to draw 2 cards for you. The first one, to look for opportunities and good omens. And the second one, to warn you about possible challenges or adversities. That's scary. Would you prefer not to know? No, please. Go right ahead. Alright, here we go. First card. The Divine Build. Okay. It does have stagnation, but for the most part, I think this is positive. It's full meanings of alliance, guardian, and ego. That's potentially one way it can be taken, but I think with the positives here, we go ahead and give this to the good. We should have some more positive options to choose from. Going to meet someone really special that's going to change your life. Or in the future, you and I will become allies. Ooh. This will tie in well with us wanting to be feared. But let's also take a look at the energy. We're going to get 2 water, 2 earth. Versus 3 water and 1 air. I don't think we need 3 water. So let's definitely go with, in the future, you and I will become allies. In the future, you and I will become allies. Oh, really? That's what the card said. Since it came up in the good slot, I'm sure this alliance is going to be very fruitful. Or at least it will be for you, since it's your fortune we're reading. I'll make sure this is something good for both of us. Yeah, you do get a lot of incentive to fuck things up. Well, I do, at least, for this run. I will never deceive someone who helped me. Provided you don't break the law, of course. I know. Ugh. The energy now drawing for the bad. How bad can we be? Interesting. Okay. Flood of water can unleash hidden potential. I kind of wish I had this for that first one. Just because the hidden potential's bit. But we got what we got. Introspection, yearning, passion, power. Nothing bad, so there shouldn't be any huge things for bad. Oh, no. Oh, I think I'm going to have to choose that because that's fucking evil. But let's at least check what the other one is. Don't worry, everything's going to be alright. Okay. That's a nice one. And for a future ally, that's certainly the one I should choose. But we're not. We're not choosing that. We're foretelling she's going to kill a witch. And the thing is, the other part of the reading is that we're going to be allies. So we know it's not us. Okay. Ooh. Oh my. You're going to kill a witch. Me? That's impossible. Is there any scenario in which an Arbiter could take down a witch? Well, yeah. I mean, it's super rare. That witch would have to be caught doing something terrible. Like being on an uncontrollable murder rampage. Or being about to summon a forbidden behemoth, I don't know. That would be awful, yes. She'll have to kill her ally or enemy. I mean, of course they're gonna, dig it at us. Every chance they get to make us sweat a bit in our seat. But, yeah, that would be awful, behemoths. And that's as a last resort. We should always attempt to rest first. That's good to know. If I find myself in the situation you foresee, I'll do my best to avoid casualties, I promise. I don't know if this is something avoidable, but do your best. Understood. Okay, I can't wait to see what comes to that. I've literally never gotten that in the half a dozen playthroughs I've done. It is a warning, but it might be a warning of what to prepare for, not what to avoid. Yeah. I'm gonna love getting a love letter on any reading now, because of the hidden possibilities. Ooh. But yeah, I'm going to do another sip before continuing after this. For the aftercare portion of this reading. Well, what do you think of my new deck? Here it is. The first part of the contract coming through. I want to be feared. Well, I can see you are a formidable witch. Now I understand why Adana would be afraid of you. That wasn't my intention. I'm sorry. No. I'm the one that's sorry. I hope I didn't offend you during the interview. Would you let me make it up to you? What do you mean? I'll put in a request to lift your ban on visitation. Well, can you really do that? Yes. I'm not breaking rule or anything. I just requested a permit from the main office. It'll become effective as soon as my Arbiter's notebook gets updated with a moon stamp. Arbiter forms are updated in the Master Grimoire as soon as my pen touches the paper. All of what I've written so far is already in the office archives. Talk about efficiency. Yes, there are witch covens all around the universe. We can't afford to be traveling back and forth to the Moon Temple all the time. It makes sense. Love letter? That's good, right? No, it means you're gonna kill. How was that a love letter? I mean, it could be a prediction of killing to protect a loved one, perhaps. I love you so much, please kill for me. It's like, absolutely, ma'am. Where? Who and when? And it's official. You can now receive gifts. I hope that helps. This makes me happier than I can express. Really? That's good. Thank you. So much. I'm just doing my job. Don't kill me. Do you want me to let you Coven know? Just let Jasmine and Dahlia know for now. I'm not ready to go public yet. It's been 200 years. I understand. I'll send a falcon to each of them. Thanks again. Well, I should be going now. Thank you for your time. And thank you for letting me experience your powers. Your dark, dark powers. Even if it was so ominous. Take care. Let me know if you face any inconvenience, okay? Bye. Well, yeah, it is absolutely funny. There'll be no problem with falling in love. Okay, now we are going to a look in the past of before Fortuna became a witch. It kind of jumps between this vision of the past at the beginning of every new chapter. This one starts with that. But yeah, content warning has sexual themes for a reason. This blast of the past starts with, and I had a 5-minute long orgasm. It's like, come on. You can't even ignore it. There's even a short conversation about it after. Yeah, we're gonna take another big sip, because every time I have to read this loud on stream, it's hard not to laugh sometimes. Oh yeah, that's the stuff. And I had a 5-minute long orgasm. No way. You're shitting me. How do you know it was 5 minutes? Were you counting? I swear, I know what he did to me. I pushed him away when I started coming. Sorry, I gotta do this without laughing. Pushed him away when I started coming. He rolled up a cigarette and smoked it while watching me squirm. When he put it away, I was still fighting the last spasms over the carpet. I'm so jealous. I want to have a super orgasm too. How did he do it? Well, he put a special toy in my... No laughing. He put a special toy in my butt. That played a major role, but I think it was the combination of many factors. The incense, the cocktails he prepared, the music, the smell of the sea. And it's just a line. What can I say? So cool. Hearing about your sex adventures is so fun. You should write a book. I'd rather keep it between us. I don't want everybody to discover I'm a sex goddess. Imagine dealing with all those slimy, middle-aged guys at the office. The horrible stench of running seaweed always gets to me. I mean, you could say the smell of the sea gets some people wet. True. You should calm down with the sex goddess stuff a little, or you'll end up finding trouble. More trouble, I mean. Oh, come on. It's only been a couple of scares. What's life for, if not to enjoy ourselves? For 5 minutes. You need to find someone half as good as me to understand all the good sex you've been missing out on, sis. That's right, Patrice is our sister. Ew. I've got to say, I wouldn't mind experiencing for myself what a goddess can do. What are you saying? You have Alicia. Actually, we broke up. Oh, girl. Sorry to hear that. I'm sorry, Ava. What happened? We've been dating since high school, and I guess we just drifted apart. But you looked so good together last time. We had dinner at your apartment. Yeah, we've always been good at putting up a front. But the truth is that this last year we've been fighting too many times a week. What about? Oh, the stupidest details. I had my theory about what was pissing Alicia off anyway. I tried to confront her about it, but she wouldn't admit it because that would make her a bad person or something. It's because of all the activism, right? Wow, how did you know? I just said it because it pissed me off a bit too, to be honest. Patrice! I guess sometimes I can be a bit too passionate. It's not that. Being around someone that fundamentally good can be frustrating. I mean, you're vegan, only consume local produce, wear repurposed clothes, volunteer at a soup kitchen. But that's not much of a sacrifice. It's just about working on your habits, really. Come on! Okay, I get it. I never asked Alicia to do all those things. Like I said, it's not your fault, but I couldn't be happy eating Burger King and wearing the leather boots next to you. It's like, come on, I'm sure their relationship was more complicated than that. Nah, she's dead right. She just couldn't stand this goody two-shoes. Look, the sea. Ah, it smells so good, like fermenting seaweed. We're here, girls. Let's offer our souls to the ocean and cleanse all the shit we've picked up from the city. Can't wait to see the meteor shower. Gonna wish for the three of us to leave everything behind and come live here. I love you. Oh, it's always so corny. We love you too. Just silence through them all. No, without laughing at Luci, without laughing. Fortuna, are you a virgin? What? Why would you ask that? You never talk about dating and never known any boyfriends or girlfriends of yours. I've had sex, but I've never had a relationship. Don't try to look cool. My sister had sex once in high school and that's it. There's nothing wrong with that. I was just curious. I don't know. I like sex, I think. But I rarely find anyone that piques my interest. Well, don't worry. You'll find someone special eventually. And if she doesn't find anyone, that's alright too. Relationships are overrated. Maybe. Stay out of my business, you two. It's the next stop. I'm pulling over. Okay, that's a good point where I'll catch up. Let's see what's going on in the chat. Yep, Barango. Keyboard smashing is appropriate to the fucking... are you a virgin? Question out of nowhere. There's a scene where Kakone and Alpha meet a meteor shower. Watch a meteor shower. Wrapped together in a blanket in Yokohama shopping mall. And it's cute. Yeah, that does sound pretty cute. But yeah, the game developers, from the looks of it, tried to keep her kind of, at least in terms of sex, neutral, just so anyone can imprint with their own experiences. I think it's only in the I want a loving relationship desire from the second contract where they actually go in on relationship stuffs. Yeah. Fortuna's gonna start preparing dinner. Do you feel like pizza? Because apparently she's got a food van here. Yes! My body is so ready for pizza. Do it, sis. Coming right up. And just like making a tarot deck, we get to make a pizza. So here is the thing. Ava is vegan. Sister has not said anything about her preferences, but because of our friend, we will be making a vegan pizza. We will be starting with a lot of these green... I like how you put on 2 and it says, you want to finish this now? You're done? You're done? You got everything we need for pizza? It's like, fucking chill, game. The only thing we can't do is duplicate, sadly. That'd be much too easy, apparently. Yeah, let's, so we're not here all night. We'll do 3 and 3 of whatever these greens are supposed to be. Kinda evenly space them. Not perfectly, but take what we can get. Put a smattering of olives between them. Come on, let me... There we go, there we go. Did I do that all right? 3, 2, 3, 2. There goes another 2 there. There we go. A vegan pizza. Oh, let's see. 6 reasons for pushing me to get a printer. Fast for that. Oh yeah, it's nice when a character has characterization, but this is a choice-heavy game, especially with tarot cards and how they affect later plot. So they kind of did have to keep her neutral enough. They didn't have to rewrite every line for each potential plot line. Already a bunch of reasons for having 3 sex stuff. Give an immediate fun thing. Very fair. The one tip I remember, just because some jokes about it, always have a flared base. Which is a bit of advice you only really need if you... Sorry, you only know if you need if you know what I'm referring to. Okay, so Patrice is liking the pizza. There's something magic about this dough. Having a sister that owns a food truck sure is a perk. Yeah, thanks for the pizza and for the ride, Fortuna. So thoughtful of you to make one without cheese or meat. I wouldn't call it pizza, though. It's just some nice bread with tomato sauce. If I could have done without the arugula... Ah, she didn't like arugula. Oh well. Ah, cheese is the thing I miss the most. Yeah, I'll go ahead and allow that. Yep, so automod is, some things are very situational. Oh, cheese, the thing I miss the most. Hope one day someone will invent vegan cheese or something close. You should ask for it from the shooting star. By the way, how long until the meteor shower? It could start any minute now. We'll definitely be watching stars fall in less than an hour. What are you girls going to be asking for? Huh? We're not supposed to tell, are we? That's up to you. But I believe the stars don't care about what you say out loud. What are you going to wish for? Many things. I have a list. But I guess that my most important wish is... I want to become a better person. What do you mean? You're already a good person. Don't bother sweet-talking me. I can tell. I I can see it reflect in you, and the people at the office, and every guy after they ejaculate. I'm obnoxious. You could work on your empathy a bit, yeah. Fortuna. It's okay. We promised we'd never bullshit each other. Right, you little asshole? I love you. I love you too. I'll never get you two. Sisters! Hey, I guess we're a pair of mean sisters and that's all there is to it. What do you plan to wish for, Ava? I want to save the world. Come on, you can't really be that selfless. No, really. It makes me really anxious. Even with everything I do. No matter if I recycle, consume critically, go to rallies, or donate part of my income to fight poverty, the world always moves in the wrong direction. We can't fight whoever's in the driver's seat. I want the stars to help me not give up against impending doom. I'm sorry. Ava, would you like me to help you figure this stuff out with my cards? We probably got here because this particular flashback scene started with the phrase, a 5-minute long orgasm. It's kind of hard not to veer off course in this particular direction, Durango. But yeah, we're doing reading for Ava. I've been thinking about your tarot deck all day. I was too shy to ask. You know I enjoy reading your fortune. Please, go ahead. So now we're going to have traditional tarot deck, not ones we made. Let's see. I want to know about the world's fate. That's very brave. Are you sure you want to ask the tarot about this? Yes. Even if what we find is something terrible? Yes. Okay, we'll look into the fate of the world. Also, I'd like to know what I can do to make it a better place. Understood. Focus on those questions in your mind while I shuffle cards. Now, these flashback readings are the only ones that do not change. They always give the same cards. So, the Hermit's Lantern is the lamp of truth, used to guide the unknowing. He holds a patriarch's staff to help him navigate narrow paths as he seeks enlightenment. His cloak is a form of discretion. What can I do to make it a better place? Kill, specifically 1%ers. We do not condone that actual act of violence in this chat, but it is the go-to joke for who do we have to kill to improve things. I wish I had left the description up so I can remember what this was. I think... what is it described? Use the cane to help look for answers. We're going to put this in your actions because she is looking for answers. Nothing you do will matter. Better give up and have fun. Or incapable of fighting corporations and governments, you'll start a foundation to support the damned. You know what? Good enough. Don't give up hope. Capable of fighting corporations and governments, you'll start a foundation to support the damned. Aww, that's beautiful. And sad, but also beautiful. You will create homes. You will feed the hungry. Your foundation will give many people a second chance. Aww, you're gonna make me cry. Okay, now tell me what kind of world I'm gonna be healing. Yeah, it is sad, but also fascinating. And also, it's the things you have to do. You can't give up in the face of shit looking bad. I mean, if we did that here in the States, fucking just went downhill after Trump did not get assassinated. Think, well, now he's going to have the edge. People are going to feel sorry for him or think he's capable. But less than a week later, Biden stepped down. His VP, Kamala Harris, stepped up. She announced her VP, and a lot of people suddenly have hope that fucking Trump is not going to take it with the pity assassination. Especially because he can't capitalize it because it was a Republican who tried. Yeah, we're not going to go in the full details, the full political ramifications of that, because it's not that sort of channel. I will admit, because I talked about it on a previous stream, I'm glad to be wrong. I said that no matter whether or not it was faked or not, they were going to try and capitalize on the attempt. But they couldn't. They didn't, and I couldn't be happier to have called that incorrectly. Let's see, what's next thing? Dun-dun. Yeah, it does not help the odds much at all. He can't capitalize it, because it's like, what do you say? Yeah, a member of my own party tried to kill me. That is that does not speak of confidence in what you're going to try and get done if you should gain office. As soon as that came out, it's like, downplay. Though, yeah, I'll talk about it, because it's kind of like side political, but not really. I saw that someone gifted him a Tesla with an image of him after the assassination attempt, and the look on Trump's face is like, he can't even hide the horror. He cares very much for staying alive as long as possible, and it looked like the reminder of what almost happened shook him, and I love that image. I didn't save it to my computer because I was an idiot, but I will one day find it again and just maybe not make it the background of my computer, but at least keep a shortcut on my desktop. Because, oh boy, what a fuck up that was as a gift. But yeah, back to problems of the world we can easily fix because it's in a video game. Or, yeah, he cares staying alive as long as possible, which is pretty ridiculous, though he's going to have far less money after he loses this election. But yeah. Yeah, go ahead and, yeah, both of you are in the server. You can go ahead and pause, I guess, the non-TTRPG memes. It's probably the best channel for it. But yeah, such a good image. But yeah, let's find out what this in-game universe is going to have the world going to hell in a handbasket for. Climate change will make human life unsustainable. You'll take refuge in massive domed cities. You'll get to witness the beginning of an era of space travel. In time, humanity will expand beyond the solar system, where a non-human entity will rule over us and make us all happy. Exactly. We're not here to fix problems, we're here to make them worse. In tying in with that, non-human entity will rule over us and make us all happy. We kind of know one entity that might do that, depending on what we do. So we're going to choose this interpretation. A non-human entity rule over us and make us all happy. It's before we become evil, but it's a foreshadowing as well. This is also before she became a witch, so it's not like she could know the ramifications. Ha ha ha. It could come in the form of an alien being, or maybe some kind of artificial intelligence developed by humans, or even the manifestation of a new deity. Wait, seriously? It'll cause some conflict in the beginning, especially with people who don't want to relinquish their control. But in less than a decade, it'll become clear that we're better off being looked after by this superior intelligence. Our society's welfare will peak. Stop. Just stop. You're messing with me, right? I swear to you, this is what the cards are telling me. You're usually more vague, like there'll be an opportunity to develop yourself, or you will soon face a challenge. Now you're like channeling visions from another dimension or something. Oh, you have no idea yet, Maxting. Yeah, I'm surprised too. Maybe it's the energy of the meteor shower, or some planets we don't know about just aligned over my deck. But I see it as clear as I can see your face. This is the fate of the world. And what about the foundation you told me I'd start? Is my role to take care of the less fortunate until our savior from another world comes to visit? You don't believe me. I don't blame you. It's incredibly hard to swallow. Not what she said. Although, I can also tell you're not joking. I didn't expect the cards to be this wild and specific. I'm so sorry. Nah, it's alright. It's been scary, but also fun. If your prediction ever becomes real, my grandchildren will think I've lost it when I keep telling them how my friend predicted all this through tarot. Yeah, you're aware that you just totally screwed with Ava's head, right? I didn't mean to. Come on, it hasn't been that bad. A future that distant just feels like fiction, prophecy or not. What about you? Now that you know the fate of the world, what are your plans? I don't care who's on the throne. I plan to keep enjoying life to the fullest. I doubt I'll get to meet the superior entity that's supposed to come. Fortuna foretold I'll have bone cancer in my 50s anyway. So I doubt I'll get to see any of that. That's horrible. Why did you tell your sister that, Fortuna? We were kids, and I dared her to read as far as she could into my future. I've never read to anyone's end ever again. I felt a terrifying presence lurking beyond my vision. Like if I could keep on reading beyond death, then... Now I'm scared. I will never forget that feeling. That moment, my fortune-telling skills were enhanced in some way. I've never been wrong since then. It's true. I can vouch for that. Don't tell me that. I don't want the world to go bananas. Maybe we can fight magic with magic. Look, the meteor shower has begun. Let's ask the shooting stars to fix the scary future. I love this slow pan. It's beautiful. Since it's just the three of us on this beach, why don't we tell the stars what we want out loud? I already told you what I'm going to wish for, so I'm okay. Okay. I'll go first. Please, stars, save the world from the fate Fortuna foretold. Give us a chance to make it right. You made my sister sound like a villain. Foreshadowing to this playthrough. Aw, don't say that. Stars, please, make my sister happy. Help her find whatever she's always been looking for. Hey, weren't you going to wish to become a better person? Nah, that wouldn't suit me. I'd rather use my wish to take care of my little sister. That means you're a good person already. Don't shut up. Don't ruin my cool moment. Come on, Fortuna. Ask them. Speak from your heart. It doesn't matter. Please, tell us. Where's your mind? What's the thing you want that's so wild only the stars could give it to you? I want you to be happy. I know there is something else. I smell it in the sea breeze. I keep seeing it in the dance of every flame. When I look at my cards, I can tell that magic is real. Yet everyone's always reminding me of how childish I am. I don't want to be a woman. I want to be a witch. It's a very minor spoiler, but it's cleared later. She wanted to be something more, and that is how she became the witch. Alright, 1 second, mute a bit to just get some cough out. But yeah, with the way the game goes, I know we have a choice between meeting 2 of her friends and doing a reading for them as well while catching up. We won't have time for both. Heck, even doing one is going to go over, but we will do one of them because they are both very fun. I I can't remember what the exact words are gonna be, but it's more or less that wish led to her becoming a witch. She wanted to becoming more than a mortal woman. Alright. Abramar voice. That wasn't so bad, right? That Arbiter, Thea, she seems nice. Yeah, I feel like she genuinely wants to help. Kinda in a gender sense, yeah. It's not a vibe you often get from magical authorities. So bold of you to go and confess you're crafting a new divination deck. I want to be feared, so I'll go with I didn't feel intimidated by Thea. We could use her help. I see. Okay, you know your coven better than me. Should we do that reading we had pending now? It can wait. You have mail waiting to be read, anyway. What's the matter? Are you scared? Scared? Who? Me? Yes. Yes, I am. What? Why? I've had other beings read me the cards, the stones, the bones, the pendulum, you name it. But what you do doesn't feel like fortune-telling. It feels like you're tearing the cosmic wheel apart. Your readings are too deep and too sharp. But that level of insight is something desirable in a seer, isn't it? Absolutely. You're the best I've ever seen in my long existence. But exposing oneself to your arts feels so taxing. I'm happy, though. It's been ages since someone seared fear or unrest in me. Thank you. Happy to bother you, I guess. But don't think you'll be able to postpone this reading indefinitely. Sure. Don't let me keep you now. Seems like you have friends eager to meet you again. Yeah, one has this bone pangolin-looking creature. The other has a hermit crab type spider. I know that there's an actual spider that does this. I just can never remember its name. Which... Who do I think Maxing would enjoy more for the first witch they need? Hey, Barango, welcome back. I can't remember, Barango. Were you part of my audience the first time I played this game? I know it's been a bit more than a year, but it's like you've been around, it feels like almost as long. So you might have an opinion on whether the buff friend or the gardener friend. Don't think so? Oh, well. Yeah, spiders and hermit crabs are definitely both cute. Yeah, we'll go with buff friend. Fortuna! This is great news. I'm dying to see you, girl. Say the word and you'll have me flying through your window ASAP. Love, Dahlia. And this will be the last person we meet before we end the stream for today. Fortuna! Fortuna! It's just so excited, so many tattoos. It's me, Dahlia! Oh yeah, she's very hot. And you'll see it even more when we're both sitting at the table. Not this little hug scene. Fortuna! It's really you. I can't believe it. I'm so happy to see you. Look at that. Look at all the little tattoos, the dagger themes. Oh, fuck, she's like, yeah, exactly. Fucking thick locks, if that's the appropriate term. I think it is, yeah. Tightly coiled. The one thing I don't like about this scene is it cuts off how high her hair goes and the other knives and such. But her whole look is very cool. What's up? Yeah, dude, won't be sad. She died. Yeah, don't worry. I hope that I have some choice over who to fall in love with. Tell me what you've done these past 200 years. Come on. 2 fucking centuries. Can you believe it? That fucking Adana. I swear to you she's gonna pay. Oh yeah, another detail you're probably gonna like. She also says, fuck Adana. All caps, fuck Adana. Attitude. Slow down, please. I'm sorry. I can't believe I'm finally speaking to you again. So, bring me up to speed. There's nothing much to tell, actually. It's been boring as hell here. I almost lost it, or maybe I did lose it. I don't really know anymore. I wouldn't be able to stay locked up and isolated for so long, I'm telling you. I would have gone after Adana to be killed or be killed. I wish I had your strength. What are you saying? You're stronger than me. 200 years by yourself and you're still standing? I don't know anyone stronger than you. That's another kind of strength too, I guess. But I envy you. Ready to go out with a bang. Not with a whimper, like me. But you didn't go yet, girl. I'm sure you've got plenty of pent-up energy ready to get back at the universe whenever you gain your freedom. Actually, I've been crafting my own divination deck. What? What do you mean crafting? You're making the cards and all? Yes, that's exactly it. I summon the images from Dominions of the Cosmos for the backgrounds. Then I summon images of cosmic arcana and energy symbols. And I compose the design of the card with them. The meaning of the cards vary depending on which elements and energies I combine. That sounds crazy cool. Show me your favorite card. Before this, let's see. Yeah, I agree. If this is the sort of person that's like, hey, you want to become a witch? This is the recruiting agent. It's like, fuck yeah, where do I sign? Who cares about the fine print? Strong suspect. On for 2 years. Also be a mute, gender-fucked mess. Yes. It's like, what else are you going to do stuck by yourself? Can't even send letters. You're going to figure out what your gender is, and it surely is not going to be he, she. It's going to be a lot more specific than general they. You're going to have your own neo-pronouns. Let's see. People speech again. Someone would have pronouns and be like, radio static. Very true. Because what else do you have to explore when you run out of books after year 1, really? Look at this. This is barely any books. That shelf, 2 more there. That's nothing. That's like a month for me. Okay. Show me your favorite card. Well, the deck is still too green. I need to make a lot of cards. It doesn't matter. Show me your favorites so far. Honestly, I'm probably going to choose Love Letter. I don't think this choice actually changes anything, like long term. Yeah, we'll show her Love Letter. I put, well, not blood, sweat, and tears, but I put some work into making that hair. This one. Whoa, Love Letter. What a name for a card. I love the art. This is already cooler than your old tarot deck. What does this card mean? These cards are harder to summarize than the tarot ones. For example, this one could mean introspection, yearning, passion, and power. Oh, and how do you know which meaning to pick when you draw one? Context and instinct. And you never doubt yourself. How can you tell you're not making it all up? It's natural to second-guess yourself when you're a student of the divinatory arts. But I left that phase behind long ago, back when I was a mortal girl. A prediction of mine has never failed to happen. Not a single time. I even foretold that Earth would end up being a utopia controlled by that prodigious AI that pulls the strings from the internet. Look at that. We've already seen the sign of that first prediction in the past coming true. Well, not exactly with those words. But my prediction was that a non-human entity will rule over humanity and make them all happy. And I did this almost a century before it happened. Shit, that's amazing. Read the cards for me, please. Sure, but don't you want to catch up first? This is catching up. Show me what you've got. Okay. What do you want to ask the deck? Oh. I want to know how you've been for these 2 centuries. Huh? I can tell you that myself. I don't think you can. We witches lie to ourselves by nature. I bet I'm not the only one that will learn things about Fortuna with this reading. I accept with one condition. We look into your past, too. I'm in. We've got ourselves into a divination's face-off. I don't know how you manage to draw me into these situations every time. The cosmos brought me here to make you all feel alive. What can I say? Let's do this. Let's see, Sally. Our first read. Marketing LS. Yeah, no. But we're not going to count that. That is not a true artificial intelligence. That is... I actually read an article that phrased it a particular way. Statistical analysis is what it is. There's no intelligence behind it. It just finds a pattern, whether that pattern is true or coincidental. But yeah, Dahlia is getting hotter as we go. First one is Love Letter. Okay. Well, because we all kind of like almost unanimously like this card, do we have any preference for putting this on our friend's past or our own past? Oh yeah, I just meant true artificial intelligence would probably not be marketing analysis. That will be part of statistical analysis. I think anything with true intelligence would not be interested enough in marketing analyzing for that to be their first main thing. Big sip before... Okay, I think I know what Fortuna's past is going to be, and I don't think it changes no matter what card comes up. So we are going to put this here and hope that I'm wrong. This is different than I've seen. Okay. Okay, so option number 1. I resent you and Jasmine for not having fought to the death to free me. You are supposed to be my best friends. I don't know if I'll ever love you like I used to. Or, when I couldn't deal with the anxiety I hurt and disfigured myself beyond recognition, then patched myself back with a regeneration spell. So the thing is about this one, it doesn't matter what we choose. They are all to some degree the truth. This is her own past. She knows what happened. She doesn't need the card for it. She just, we get the options of what most aligns with the card. Both are water, so it doesn't matter what. We're going to go with this one. Slightly less evil. The reason going to be make it less likely that Dahlia or Jasmine ends up being the loved one who is sacrificed at the end, once all our dreams come true. But yeah, the card says, I resent you and Jasmine for not having fought to the death to free me. You're supposed to be my best friends, and I don't know if I'll ever love you like I used to. What she says, however... this is so strange. I can't see a thing. I've never tried to read into my own past. Maybe I'm not supposed to. So yeah, just let that sink in. She knows exactly what the meaning was. She chose not to say it. Yeah, we still get the energy from it, but the thing is, reading into her own past never gives a happy answer. you can somehow make the happiest card possible, and it will always be something dark that she then hides. So while she can predict the truth, she does not have to tell it after we choose. Just a detail to keep in mind for later. I also love how our arm tattoos kind of look like scales. I mean, that's interpretation. I always saw them kind of like a cross between tiger stripes and bones. Like the spine, how it's just a bunch of smaller bones connected. That's how I've seen it. Because metaphorically, she has a lot of spine. She has a lot of confidence and courage. But I do like your interpretation of them as scales, too. That is nice. Like a snake's belly? Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. But yeah, back to the fortunes. Like, oh, what a bummer. I'm sorry, I've got nothing. We can call off the reading about your past if you want. Nah, a deal's a deal. Do your worst. Comes a bit more somber. Oh, she gives great hugs. In fact, I think there's a chat option at some point where we can say that. Ooh, lethargy for her past. The tide is salt and melancholy. The door holds a promise for quenching many kinds of thirst. The sorefish liquor runs with truth. Let us see what hidden potentials get unleashed. You got falling out with Jasmine. You just recently patched it up. Interesting. A lot of water to that one. I'm not sure. Ooh, but Earth and Fire, which also we have a lot. You plotting to leave the coven and found your own clan of warrior witches. Okay. I think we go with this one. I don't think I've chosen this before, but I can predict what is going to change in the future of the general plot line that happens no matter what you do. But this one might actually change something in a big way. So I'm going to choose this. You've been plotting to leave the coven and found your own clan of warrior witches. Oh shit. You should become an arbiter. Straight to the most problematic issue. This sounds really dangerous. How deep into this plan are you? Pretty deep. Haven't got to the point of no return yet. But if I snap my fingers, there's a good lot of witches ready to fight our way out. Wow, fuck you too. I mean, that's fair. But I mean, being able to read someone that well, it would work in investigativeness. I can see the positive to that. And I mean, we saw Thea. She wasn't too mean or pushing us for answers. Even after we said you are going to kill someone in the future. So, you know, maybe witch cops aren't as bad. We've been discussing everything in front of a Minister of Secrets. So there's no risk of the word getting out until the day comes. I discard it, though. Nah, you're the only divination freak in our coven. And I know I can trust you. Aw. Sure, but please try not to hurt yourselves. Or anyone else on your way out if it comes to that. Not even Adana? Oh, no, take out Adana if you have the slightest chance, please. Damn, girl. The isolation sure turned you wild. God, can you, like, just whisper that into my ear, please? I mean, what? I mean, no, clip that, I mean... Anyway. But I like it. Try not to put yourself in danger, in any case. Okay. I will give... Again, it's a very minor spoiler, but it is mentioned later. There are other diviners. None are as accurate as Fortuna. There are reasons for it. I think one of the ones said is she's the only one who uses cards. You remember Abramar, he said he's worked with people who roll dice and bones and pendulums. It's like, tarot is a lot more, descriptive than those. But yeah, it's still highly significant I mean, she's good enough to say, hey, the Coven's gonna fail in the future. Yeah, would you like to ask anything else? Maybe. Nah, that's enough fortune-telling for today, I think. I gotta hand it to you. This new deck is something else. Congratulations. Thank you. I'm still trying to get the hang of it. Can't wait to witness what you do once you reach your full potential. It's gonna be scary, for sure. By the way, I have a favor to ask you that I don't know if it's gonna be too much. Hey, I'd do anything for you. Whatever you need, Dahlia. The thing is that the favor isn't for me. That's why I'm hesitating to ask. A good friend of mine is in a bit of trouble. And having just seen how amazing your new deck is, I wonder if you could help her. What happened? Her name is Grieth. She is a witch architect. She mostly works asteroids and wandering moons to temples. She's a pretty young witch, joined the Coven around 130 years ago, so you wouldn't know her. But she's the purest. I'm sure you'll love her. Sure, I'd love to meet her, but stop beating around the bush. What happened? You must promise you won't tell anyone. I promise. She tried to summon Behemoth. What? Oh, what? A Behemoth? What's that? Wow, that's like super legal, isn't it? I can relate. Tell me more. What's your stance on this? And I want to protect my friends, of course. Happy to hear that. What kind of behemoth did Grieth try to summon? Well, to protect me from its influence, she didn't give me many details. Grieth tried to summon a builder behemoth to help her craft a special altar out of a titan skull or something like that. But since she's an architect, their essences were so similar, the behemoth got entangled with her own being. They fused. She hasn't even let me see her since the summoning went awry. Oh my, this sounds grave. She's desperate. That's why I'm coming to you. Your deck may be the only hope for her at this point. She can't stay hidden from the Coven forever. And when they find out, I don't even want to think about it. I'll help her. I'll do everything in my power, I promise. Thank you, Fortuna. I must go now. I'll tell Grieth to write to you, and thank you for the reading. You're the best. I love you, and I'm so happy to have you back. Me too, Dahlia. See you soon. Now, when she flies out, let's pay attention to what she's flying in on. A sword. She flies on a fucking sword. 'Cause come on. It's like, oh, she's great. I love her. Great fun. Gad rocks. We will, however, be leaving on that. Titles. Oh, wait. Yeah, save attendance. Okay. So, exit title screen. Because that means it's saved after that conversation. So let's do a quick review of the cards we made this time. Which they should be in the, yeah, we'll be heading out and raiding out. Oh yeah, this is Devolver. But just a quick look at the cards, which I think if I go back, perfect. So we started with the Dove Breeder. It's just pure air, because that's all we had being the first card. Then we have this one, which is pure water, because again, it's all we had. First one, which is earth with, I believe, a bit of air. To the point where excessive earth energy can lead to immobility, which is rough. But we have this kick-ass kaiju battle. I even like how this the Iron Golem out front kind of looks blurry, like the focus of cameras on them, not here. And then finally the love letter, very fun Mer-dusa, who is using the Minister's Secrets. Alrighty. So with that, let us go to the BRB screen and find someone to raid into. Okay, so where's that window? I just had it up. Okay, here we go. Okay, sweet. Honey Goblin is still up. Yeah, I could deconstruct team. Yeah, they do great work. I still need to get to, what is it? Red String Group? The other game Devolver did. Because if it's even half as good as this one. Yeah, it's no problem. This is more for people discovering new people if they like them. If not, you know, supporting some of my favorite streamers. Oh, yeah. Multi is on. Let's see, open another window. I know she's doing a big, like, 12-hour stream for today. So we'll go ahead and raid her way. Oh yeah, eventually I can get to Canis Majoris. I'll probably do that at the start of the next stream, though. But for now, I need to... Let's see. Oh, forgot to copy her name. Here we go. So, / raid, paste, there. Dang it, she doesn't allow raids. Well, then I guess I will into Honey Goblin. There we go. Raid into Honey Goblin. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining me today. Don't forget, next Saturday we will continue this, and tomorrow I'm going to do a completely fresh look at... shoot, I blanked on the name. It was something Clawler. It's just the demo that I have, but it's another game I haven't played whatsoever. So, completely fresh, and I'll have no idea what to do. Dungeon Crawler, that was it. Like Dungeon Crawler. So it'll be fun exploring that with fresh eyes, and then continuing this story next weekend. Until then, as always, I hope you guys are eating enough, drinking enough, getting enough sleep. Take care of your bodies so they can better take care of you. And until next time, I hope to see you guys just as healthy, if not more so. Here is the raid message with public emotes if anyone likes doing that. I know I will. Come on, there we go. But yeah, I will see you guys later.